Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes St. Jude's Championship Round 1 for the FedEx Cup. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ, here after a beautiful day of golf. It's so nice not only to have golf on a Thursday, but it's so nice to finally be in playoffs. And it has been a day and a half here. And so we're just going to get right into it. I want to talk about some of the positioning of some players, and then we'll talk about the big storyline coming out of all of this. So tied for first right now out of the first day is going to be Wooooo, Kim, and JJ Spawn at -8. Shout out Wooooo, you're the man. And then going to number 3 is my boy Thagala, who I said, if you saw our betting video, which hopefully, if I'm a good editor, I'll have floating around my head. If you saw our best bets for the weekend, you know I had Thagala in my top 5, and hey, he came out with a nice strong day at -7 there at third, solo at third. And then we got a nice list tied for 4th. You got Poston, Thanau, Lee, and Straka all there at -6. Hell of a day for all of those golfers that I just named. That's the way you start out. You want to start out strong in these tournaments, and if you don't start out strong, you're going to be left in the back as we, talk about some other players who may make a comeback, but it's going to be hard if these golfers that shooting the -8, -7, -6 on day one continue that type of pace. Moving on, tied for 8th, some notable names. We're going with Ricky Fowler and Jason Day sitting there at -5. That's how tough this field really is. Going all the way down to 18th for my boy Jude Kim, Tom Kim. We've been all over him here at Degenerate Takes. He is the man, he is the boss, but he is sitting at -4, tied for 18th right now. That's still not bad, kind of where you want to be at the end of day one if you are going to make a move upfield. And then this is just how good the competition is in this course. I mean in this tournament. Just so good. The competition's unbelievable because tied for 30th, we have Cam Smith, Cam Young, and John Rahm at -3. They're tied for 30th with a boatload other of golfers. I just didn't have time to write down all the names, but unbelievable day by the guys. I mean, they did have their shortcomings, of course. And then we go tied for 77th at even is Rory McIlroy, who has been so outspoken about LIV and being outplayed by some LIV golfers, can't make his blood boil too well. And then you got future LIV golfers, let me just say that. We don't know if Cam Smith and Cam Young has been confirmed. We're waiting, and so we'll find out on that. But then going down all the way, tied for 86, the number 1 golfer in the world, Scotty Scheffler at +1. So such a competitive field that at +1 you are 86th and would not make it to the next round since it is, next 70 move on, but the 70 is the cut. And so tied for 86 with a laundry list of players that were tied there. I don't think he would make it. Now, standings and everything are fun. I mean, that's what we're here for. Wooooo, Kim, and Thagala having some days, so watch them to continue to move up and stay up. I would not, if you can get Wooooo, Kim at a live line for top 5 and get it at a positive value, that's what you want to take. Thagala is still plus money to win the whole thing. Jude Kim, Cam Smith, Cam Young, all these guys are going to be at great numbers right now because of how low they are, relative on the totem pole, the leaderboard. But the big story out of all of this, is not who is placed where, is not what happened. Well, it is what happened on the course, but it has nothing to do with golf whatsoever. Just a gesture. And that gesture was Scotty Scheffler in the same group with Cam Smith, who is most recently being rumored to go to LIV Golf at the end of the season. Cam Smith was lining up a putt, and what did Scotty do? He just walked right in front of him. Not a care in the world, just go ahead and moseyed on by. I mean, now don't get me wrong. To the average viewer, what is that? But as golf fans, as degenerates, as people who know sports and sports etiquette, the last thing you ever do is walk in front of somebody lining up a putt. Talk about the ultimate disrespect you could have for a fellow golfer. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe it's just some gamesmanship between the number 1 and the number 2. But with Scheffler being so outspoken, or not as outspoken as, let's say, a Rory per se, but outspoken enough to have this feeling that if he is going to LIV, this is how I'm going to treat him. I'm going to treat him as a subpar golfer. I'm going to treat him as if he doesn't deserve to carry my bags. I mean, that's the amount of disrespect we saw from Scotty Scheffler during that hole. I've never seen anything like it in my days of watching sports in general. I mean, it's unbelievable. I really don't even know what to compare it to. It's so disrespectful. But hey, that's the type of drama we're going to get here at the St. Jude's and honestly throughout the rest of the FedEx Cup, because these live rumors aren't going to go away. And you know, what's to say a Siwoo Kim, a Ju Young Kim, any of those guys don't get approached. Come on, what about going back to Jason Day maybe? Maybe Jason Day, Ricky Fowler maybe gets an offer they can't refuse. You don't know. And I really think throughout the FedEx Cup, the biggest storyline is going to be who's the next one to go to live. Who? Because every single day it seems like there's another rumor, another story about someone else coming out. We just did a video about Cam Young possibly going, getting 2 Cams in the same week going to live. I truly think until everything is said and done with this season of the PGA, I believe the last tournament is the last week of August. And so the next event would then be, for live, is the first week of September. I mean, that week is going to be insane, especially with college football starting, NFL getting ready. I mean, golf is in such an interesting place right now, and I absolutely am here for it. I love it. I've not been this excited about golf in a long time, but I'm here for the drama. I'm here for the incredible golf, and we will keep covering it on Degenerate Takes. So if you like our golf content, please like, share, and subscribe down below. Help us fight those YouTube algorithms. And if you really like the content, we do have merch. Please help support the show and buy that. That's going to be in the description down below. And follow us on Twitter at DGenTakes, at Brofict1 for myself, and at Engel Money Train for the best sports bets of the day. That's my co-host Noah. We call him the Money Train. He has a long list of names for a reason. That's because he is damn good at what he does, and that is sports betting. With that being said, I'm really excited to continue to see what goes on in the St. Jude's. We will have a final reactions video this Sunday. I will try to have reaction videos at the end of every round, but we'll see how that goes. With that being said, I've been the Brofict1 AJ. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.